So if I could have, do you want to just sit up here? Sit on the corner of the table? Okay. And I'm going to do upper extremity first. You can practice, and then we'll do lower extremity. So I don't do myotomal a lot because, again, usually you do your history, your postural screen, which is part of your structural, and then you do active passive resistant palpation and then neuro. So by the time I get to neuro, I kind of know if the patient has weakness or not. But the main difference between myotomal testing and manual muscle testing is that you're testing nerve roots, that's one, and then the second thing is that you're testing for 10 seconds, not 5 seconds. 5 seconds is a manual muscle test. So you're going to test, C1 you're testing just because their head's up, okay, which is going to be flexion. But just to show it, that's 10 seconds for C1 flexion. Extension is C2. Okay, so both of those, if the patient can hold their head up, you may choose to skip that. C3 is side bending or rotation, so I'm doing side bending this way 10 seconds, side bending this way 10 seconds. Okay, I'll be honest, I typically will skip C1, C2, C3 because I've just talked to them for a half an hour and they haven't had their head fall to one side of the other. So feel free to skip C1, C2, C3. Elevate, bring your shoulders up. This is C4. If any of those are positive, that's like huge red flag, stop the exam, send them to a neurologist or the emergency room. I literally had one patient in 25 years, one patient, and he was this 20-year-old kid, he was in a car accident. And he's sitting here, he walked in, I didn't see him walk in, he got up, he walked in the back, and we're sitting doing the history, and he has his hand on his chin the whole time, so 10 minutes. Busy outpatient clinic. It was a car accident, so I did a little bit longer history. So it's 10 minutes. And finally, okay, I got to do a movement exam. Can you take your hand off of your chin? And he goes, no. I'm like, why? It actually was annoying. I thought he was being I thought he was playing a game or something. He's like, well, if I take my hand away from my chin, my head falls. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So I got closer to him, and I'm like, well, move it. And sure enough, he took his hand away, his head fell. I'm like, okay, we're done. I'm like, I went and got a towel, I wrapped the towel around his neck because we didn't have a soft collar. I'm like, you need to go to the emergency room. Or I called, we had a neurosurgeon who referred a lot to us. So I called over there and talked to the medical assistant. And she's like, no, send him over here right now. That's good, we'll take care of it. So, never saw him again. Honestly, don't know what happened. I had 18 other patients to treat that day, but it would have been nice of me to follow up, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't. But I never saw him again, so I don't know if he had surgery or what. But he had something that I wasn't touching his neck that day. Even just flexing, extending, even just doing active range of motion, if he had an upper cervical instability, you could kill somebody doing that, okay? So that's 4. Bring your arms out to the side. So can you sit on the corner for me, actually? So I'd like to have people sit on the corner so I can get left and right, okay? And also back. Good. Now, bring your hands up like this. So I do most of that from the side and the back. And then for C6, 7, and 8, I come around to the front. 6 is flexion, both sides, or you can do wrist extension. Okay? Remember, it's nerve root. You're not testing motion. You're testing nerve roots. So you can test multiple things. Then 7 is elbow extension or wrist flexion. So 10 seconds either one. Check it both sides. And then C6, C7, C8, thumbs. 10 seconds both sides, okay? And then T1, you're gonna hold your hands out. I put my hands down like this, in between their hands, fingers, and let them squeeze. The other thing you can do, you push their fingers together, like this. Nope, just keep them spread. Don't let me move. Don't let me move. Those are the intrinsic muscles, the dorsal and palmar interossi. So you're testing those because those are more T1, all the nerve distribution, okay? So that is myotomes for the upper extremity and neck. Again, I don't do it a lot because I do manual muscle testing, but if you were concerned, that's what you would do. Myotomes are a red flag. If you get a positive myotome and you're not expecting it, you need to refer to a neurosurgeon and be very careful of what you do with the patient. If someone walks in with a script that says lateral disc herniation or lateral disc prolapse at C6 and they're coming from the neurosurgeon's office and he's got weak wrist extension, well then, it's already known. You already know. So it's not like you have to refer them back, the surgeon knows it. But if they're just walking in with neck pain or adhesive capsulitis, you may want to send it to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. I've been waiting for that one. All right, let's do that.